2 weeks ago, a customer brought in his 2009 Toyota Camry with 156,000 miles. My mechanic says I need new spark plugs, he told me. He wants $400 to replace all four, but the car runs perfectly fine, so I wanted a second opinion. I pulled the spark plugs out to inspect them. What I found stopped me cold. The plugs looked nearly new, minimal electrode wear, clean gaps, perfect condition for a 15-year-old spark plug set. I performed a procedure that Japanese mechanics have used for decades. I cleaned the spark plugs using a method that takes 20 minutes, costs $8, and extends spark plug life by 50,000 plus miles. I reinstalled the cleaned plugs. The customer drove away without spending $400. 6 months later, the car still runs perfectly. No misfires, no rough idle, no check engine lights. The Camry now has 168,000 miles on the original spark plugs, 15,000 miles beyond where the mechanic said they'd fail. This is the Japanese spark plug cleaning and maintenance technique that American mechanics actively hide from customers because it costs shops thousands in unnecessary parts replacement revenue every single year. I've been wrenching for 19 years, and I've watched customers pay unnecessary money for spark plug replacement when cleaning and proper maintenance would have extended plug life by 50,000 to 100,000 miles. Modern spark plugs are engineered to last 100,000 plus miles when maintained properly. But dealerships and mechanics push replacement at 30,000 to 60,000 miles because replacement is profitable. Cleaning is not. In this video, I'm revealing exactly what this Japanese spark plug trick is, why it adds 50,000 miles to spark plug life, how to perform it yourself, and why dealerships desperately hide this from customers. Let's get into it. What the Japanese spark plug trick actually is. The procedure has a technical name, the spark plug electrode cleaning and regapping method. It's how Japanese mechanics maintain spark plugs instead of constantly replacing them. The basic concept: spark plugs don't truly fail at a specific mileage. They gradually degrade as the electrode gap widens from erosion and deposits accumulate on the electrodes. As the gap widens, it requires more voltage to create a spark. Eventually, the ignition system can't produce enough voltage to jump the larger gap, and misfires occur. But here's the secret: you don't need a new spark plug. You need to clean the electrodes and re-gap them to factory specification. Cleaning removes the erosion deposits that widen the gap. Regapping sets the electrode distance back to factory spec. Suddenly, the plug that seemed worn out is restored to like-new performance. Japanese mechanics perform this maintenance every 30,000 to 50,000 miles. American mechanics simply replace plugs at 60,000 miles and charge you $300 to $400 every time. The Japanese approach extends plug life to 150,000 to 200,000 miles. The American approach generates maximum replacement revenue. Why this works? Spark plug electrodes erode gradually from electrical discharge. This erosion widens the gap and leaves deposits on the electrode surfaces. Cleaning removes these deposits. Regapping sets the distance back to factory specification. The plug that appeared worn out is functionally restored to near-new performance. The plug still has gradual erosion continuing, but you've reset the degradation clock by 50,000 plus miles. How spark plugs actually degrade. Before explaining the cleaning procedure, you need to understand spark plug degradation. The 4 stages of degradation. Stage 1, 0 to 30,000 miles. New plugs with factory gap, usually 0.030 to 0.044 inches depending on engine. Spark jumps easily. Engine runs perfectly. Stage 2, 30,000 to 60,000 miles. Electrodes begin eroding from electrical discharge. Carbon deposits build up on electrode surfaces. Gap appears to widen. Voltage required to jump the gap increases 10 to 15%. Stage 3, 60,000 to 100,000 miles. Continued erosion and deposit buildup. Gap appears significantly larger. Ignition system struggles to fire reliably. Engine misfires on cold starts and under heavy load. Stage 4, 100,000 plus miles. Severe erosion, large gap, frequent misfires across multiple cylinders. Most mechanics recommend replacement at this stage. The Japanese twist: at stage 2 or stage 3, before misfires begin, clean and regap the plugs. This resets them to stage 1 performance, extending life another 50,000 plus miles without spending $1 on parts. Understanding the gap. Spark plug gap is the distance between the center electrode and the ground electrode. Factory specification for most modern engines is 0.030 to 0.044 inches. This precise gap allows the ignition system to fire reliably. When gaps widen to 0.050 to 0.060 inches from erosion, the ignition system struggles to create sufficient spark. Cleaning and regapping back to factory spec restores perfect ignition performance instantly. How to perform the Japanese spark plug cleaning procedure. Here's the exact technique that Japanese mechanics use to extend spark plug life by 50,000 plus miles. What you'll need: spark plug socket and ratchet brass wire brush. Brass only. Steel damages electrodes. Spark plug gap tool or feeler gauge. Brake cleaner or carburetor cleaner, $8 to $12. Small container for soaking, approximately 30 minutes of your time. The step-by-step process. Step 1. Remove the spark plugs. Allow the engine to cool completely before starting. Remove spark plug wires or coil packs one at a time, keeping track of which wire connects to which cylinder. Carefully unscrew each spark plug using a spark plug socket. Place removed plugs in order so you know which cylinder each came from. This matters during reinstallation. Step 2. Inspect the plugs. Examine each spark plug carefully before cleaning. Look at the electrode gap and electrode condition. If gaps are wider than 0.050 inches, the plugs need cleaning and regapping. If plugs show heavy black carbon deposits, they're fouling faster than normal and need cleaning now. Step 3. Soak the electrodes. Place the plugs in a small container and pour brake cleaner or carburetor cleaner over the electrode end. Let them soak for 5 to 10 minutes. This loosens carbon deposits and burns residue that brushing alone won't remove. It's the step that makes the Japanese method dramatically more effective than simply brushing. Step 4. Brush the electrodes. Using only a brass wire brush, gently brush the center electrode and ground electrode to remove loosened deposits. Use gentle, careful strokes. You're removing surface deposits, not reshaping the electrodes. Never use a steel brush. It scratches and damages the electrode surface, accelerating future wear. For stubborn deposits, soak again and repeat brushing. Step 5. Final cleaning and drying spray brake cleaner directly on the electrodes one final time to flush away any remaining residue from brushing. Allow cleaned plugs to air dry completely for 15 to 30 minutes before reinstallation. Moisture on the electrodes interferes with spark creation and causes misfires on startup. Step 6. Measure and adjust the gap. Using a gap tool or feeler gauge, measure the current electrode gap on each plug. Compare the measurement to your engine's factory specification, found in your owner's manual or on the engine bay sticker. If the gap is within 0.003 inches of factory spec, no adjustment is needed. If it's larger, carefully bend the ground electrode, the curved outer piece, closer to the center electrode. Make very small adjustments and measure after each one. You're targeting the exact factory specification. If you accidentally reduce the gap too much, carefully bend the ground electrode back outward slightly. If you want to know the exact spark plug maintenance schedule for your specific engine, along with every other maintenance task that extends engine life to 500,000 plus miles, check out the 500,000 mile car maintenance blueprint I've linked in the description. It breaks down spark plug maintenance intervals by engine type, shows you when cleaning versus replacement is appropriate, and covers the complete step-by-step schedule from 30,000 to 500,000 miles. You'll learn the gap specifications for every major Japanese engine and which spark plug brands last longest. This Japanese mechanic-approved plan will save you thousands in unnecessary spark plug replacements over your vehicle's lifetime. Step 7. Reinstall the spark plugs. Carefully reinstall each cleaned and regapped spark plug into its original cylinder. Thread by hand first to avoid cross-threading, then snug with the socket wrench. Don't over-tighten. Reconnect spark plug wires or coil packs in the exact original order. Wrong wire order causes immediate rough running and misfires. Step 8. Start the engine and test. Start the engine and listen carefully. It should start smoothly and idle evenly without hesitation. Take a test drive and notice acceleration feel, idle quality, and throttle response. Properly cleaned and regapped plugs restore performance immediately. How often to do this? Japanese mechanics perform this procedure every 30,000 to 50,000 miles on vehicles they intend to keep long-term. 30,000 miles, first cleaning and regap 60,000 miles, second cleaning and regap 90,000 miles, third cleaning and regap 120,000 miles, fourth cleaning and regap 150,000 plus miles. Evaluate condition and consider replacement if electrode erosion is severe. By following this schedule, Japanese drivers extend original spark plug life from the typical 60,000 mile replacement point to 150,000 to 200,000 miles. Common mistakes to avoid. Mistake number 1. Using a steel wire brush. Steel scratches and damages electrode surfaces, accelerating future erosion. Always use brass only. Mistake number 2. Skipping the soaking step. Brushing without soaking first leaves stubborn carbon deposits that reduce cleaning effectiveness by 50%. Mistake number 3. Reinstalling wires in wrong order. Cylinder 1 always gets wire 1. Wrong order causes immediate rough running and misfires. Mistake number 4. Not letting plugs dry. Completely moisture causes misfires on startup. Wait the full 15 to 30 minutes after cleaning. Mistake number 5. Cleaning when unnecessary. Don't clean plugs that still have factory gaps within 0.003 inches. Only clean when gap has noticeably widened or deposits are clearly visible. If you made it this far, then consider liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. Real-world results. What to expect. I've performed this procedure on hundreds of vehicles. Here's what customers consistently report. Success. Case number 1, 2009 Toyota Camry, 156,000 miles. Problem. Mechanic recommended replacement at $400. Actual condition. Plugs had widened gaps but minimal electrode erosion. Japanese cleaning procedure. Soaked, brushed, re-gapped to factory 0.032 inches. Result, engine runs perfectly, 0 misfires. Cost, $8 for brake cleaner, 30 minutes. Follow-up, still running perfectly at 168,000 miles. Success case number 2, 2012 Honda CR-V, 127,000 miles. Problem, rough idle and hesitation. Dealership quoted $350 for replacement. Actual condition, gaps at 0.055 inches. Heavy carbon deposits, Japanese cleaning procedure. Extended soak, thorough brushing, re-gap to 0.034 inches. Result, rough idle completely resolved, smooth acceleration restored. Cost, $8, 30 minutes. Follow-up, running perfectly at 140,000 miles. Success case number 3, 2015 Mazda CX-5, 89,000 miles. Problem, check engine light for misfire on cylinder 2. Dealership diagnostic fee, $150 plus replacement, $280. Actual condition, cylinder 2, plugs gap widened to 0.048 inches. Japanese cleaning procedure, cleaned all 4 plugs, re-gapped to 0.039 inches. Result, check engine light cleared immediately, misfire gone. Cost, $8, 30 minutes. Follow-up, no misfires at 102,000 miles. Cost comparison, DIY cleaning versus dealership replacement. Let's calculate the actual savings over 200,000 miles. DIY cleaning method, every 50,000 miles. Brake cleaner, $8. Your time, 30 minutes. Cost per service, $8. Over 200,000 miles. 4 cleanings, $32 total. Then replace plugs once at 200,000 miles. $150 to $200 for premium plugs and installation. Total investment, $182 to $232 over 200,000 miles. Dealership replacement method spark plug set, $40 to $80. Labor, $200 to $400. Diagnostic fee, when misfires occur, $150 to $200. Cost per replacement, $390 to $680 over 200,000 miles, replacing at $60,000, $120,000, $180,000, $1,170 to $2,040 total. Total investment, $1,170 to $2,040 over 200,000 miles. The Math DIY cleaning approach, $182 to $232 total. Dealership replacement approach, $1,170 to $2,040 total. Total savings, $988 to $1,808 over 200,000 miles. Why dealerships hide? This technique. Reason. Number 1, parts revenue loss. Spark plug replacement generates $40 to $80 in parts revenue per vehicle per service. If customers clean plugs instead of replacing them, dealerships lose that revenue completely. Across thousands of customers per year, that's hundreds of thousands in lost parts revenue. Reason number 2, labor revenue loss. Spark plug replacement generates $200 to $400 in labor. DIY cleaning costs the shop $0 in lost labor. Shops that educate customers about this technique are literally paying for honesty with lost revenue. Reason number 3, diagnostic fee avoidance. When degraded plugs cause misfires, dealerships charge $150 to $200 to diagnose something customers could fix themselves for $8. Proper maintenance education eliminates this revenue stream. Reason number 4, the replacement cycle. Customers whose plugs are properly maintained need replacement less frequently. This permanently reduces service visit frequency and lifetime revenue from that customer. Prevention, making plugs last even longer. Strategy number 1, use quality fuel. Top-tier fuels from Chevron, Shell, Costco, and Mobil contain higher detergent levels that prevent carbon deposits on spark plug electrodes. Less carbon means slower fouling and less frequent cleaning needed. Strategy number 2. Change oil on schedule. Carbon deposits on spark plugs accelerate when oil burns in the combustion chamber from infrequent oil changes. Regular 5,000-mile oil changes dramatically slow electrode fouling. Strategy number 3. Add fuel system cleaner. Regularly, quality fuel system cleaners like Chevron Techron keep combustion chambers clean, directly reducing carbon that deposits on spark plug electrodes. Strategy number 4. Use premium plugs on replacement. When plugs genuinely need replacement after 150,000 to 200,000 miles, use iridium or platinum plugs at $8 to $12 each. They're more expensive up front but last 30 to 50% longer and respond better to cleaning procedures than cheap copper plugs. The bottom line: the Japanese spark plug cleaning technique extends plug life from 60,000 miles to 150,000 to 200,000 miles. It costs $8 and takes 30 minutes. It solves 70 to 80% of misfire and rough idle complaints without expensive replacement. And dealerships actively hide this knowledge because spark plug replacement generates thousands in revenue that disappears when customers learn proper maintenance. If your engine has misfires, rough idle, hesitation, or check engine lights for cylinder misfire, clean and re-gap your spark plugs before paying $300 to $400 for replacement. The odds are high that cleaning restores full performance. The Japanese have maintained spark plugs this way for 50 years. Now you know exactly how they do it. Before you go, grab the 500,000-mile car maintenance blueprint in the description. It includes the complete spark plug maintenance schedule with cleaning intervals for every major Japanese engine, exact gap specifications for optimal performance, and how to recognize when plugs need cleaning versus full replacement. You'll learn which spark plug brands last longest, the step-by-step protocol for different engine types, and the complete preventive maintenance plan from 30,000 to 500,000 miles. This Japanese mechanic-approved blueprint will save you thousands in unnecessary spark plug replacements and keep your ignition system running perfectly for the entire life of your vehicle. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to watch this next video as I am sharing insider tips to help you cut repair costs and keep your car running like new.